Hi, this is Stan Fitzgerald, Veterans for Trump. I'm here with Georgia Senator Colton Moore. How are you today, Senator?
I'm doing well, Stan. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good. Thank you for coming on with our veterans group. We had endorsed Colton last cycle, and we're announcing we're endorsing him here again. But that's not why I asked him to come on the show. Colton made some national news today with Fani Willis and asking the governor for an emergency session. Can you please explain that?
Yeah, we have a district attorney who's using taxpayer funds, mine and your tax dollars, my constituents' tax dollars, Georgians all across the state, to politically persecute her political opponents. And it's like you have to ask yourself, what a time to be alive when the former president and 18 others, for using their First Amendment right to question an election, are going to be charged with something that could potentially lead to a lethal injection. Now, Stan, I'm 29 years old, but I will refuse to live the rest of my life under a Gestapo regime who is taking taxpayer money to target their political opposition.
I hear you. I mean, I cannot believe what's unfolding in Georgia and across the country. Now we see Arizona's making noise like they're going to do the same thing. Senator, you, I assume, signed on to SB 92. And that, can you just explain how that gives the authority to the governor and your legislators to investigate Fani?
So we as a legislature, we've got a constitutional right to do a lot of different things when it comes to checks and balances, right? As a legislature, we control the purse, we control all the money, and no money should be given to a district attorney who's going to be using it to fight off political opposition. Well, we also have the ability to take on oversight and investigate judicial and executive officers. And we must do an investigation into Fani Willis. My goodness. And when we find the corruption, it's time to impeach her as well.
Colton, can you remind our viewers why Burt Jones was dismissed from being a target of the investigation?
Yeah. So our president of the Senate, former Senator Burt Jones, was able to go before the judge and prove that Fani Willis had been donating to his political opponent. And that's how he got himself recused. And then they have the audacity to say, the prosecutorial counsel, that, oh, well, we're going to set up another special prosecution to go after him as well. This is nonsense. I mean, it took 19 days to certify the elections in the state of Georgia. I mean, any reasonable person, especially those who are running for office, would think, well, maybe I should investigate into this. Maybe I should inquire into the nature of things. They were using their First Amendment rights. So for any elected official in Georgia that swore an oath to our Constitution, wouldn't you want to protect one's First Amendment rights other than politically charge them with the letter of the law?
Well, right. I mean, the accusations about the election aside, you're hitting it on the head here. This is about free speech, and they're targeting our free speech. Colton, this is one of the reasons why we endorsed you and are continuing to support you. I'd like to ask our viewers across the country to support you. How can they get to your website?
So you can go to coltonmoore.com. That's COLTONMOORE.com. And you can sign on to the official petition there to call for the special session in Georgia. I could certainly use the help. I tell you what, I'm making a lot of GOP establishment folks quite upset with these types of actions. So any financial help that would certainly be greatly appreciated. But if you live in the state of Georgia, call up your state senators, call up your state representatives, and demand that they take action. We as legislators have a job. Let's do our job.
Thank you, sir. Keep up the good work, and we'll circle back to you soon. Take
Thank
care,
you,
brother.
Stan. Appreciate you.
You're
Thanks.
welcome. Bye bye now.